Hey guys, big Irish crypto here. It's been a little bit since I did a longer video. When we left off, I think I had just installed these vents to keep the debris out of my ventilation area for the farm. And let's take a look at some of the improvements and some of the expanding I've done. So I kept having my garage heat up and I wasn't getting a good exhaust. So I was going to build a wall, but instead I got a couple tarps at Home Depot. As opposed to costing about 800 bucks, these tarps and the hooks to hold them up were about 50 bucks in total. So I suspended them from the ceiling, and I used, there is a little gap at the base, and I zip tied some weights that I wasn't using to kind of anchor them down and anchor them over the wall. And it's really made a major improvement. My garage is getting 98, 99 degrees, and I kind of now consolidated to the area where I'm just doing the mining. And then I got my little doorway here with little clips to keep the seam closed. And we go in here, it's about 102 degrees right now. And there I got my fan that I use to exhaust everything out. It oscillates between high and low throughout the day. But keeping the airflow going. Just yesterday put this monitor up. I don't have it hooked to anything yet, but I was dragging a PC monitor in and out of my office every time I needed it, and it was a major inconvenience. So I got this for free from a friend that wasn't using it, and I just got a HDMI to VGA plug, and that should work pretty well. So let's see what else. I was still getting debris in, so I got some filter media and stapled it to the back of the 2x4s where the vents are. And this has cut out about 90 to 95% of the grass clippings, dust, sand, anything that got blown in from the outside. It really made my garage a lot cleaner, the mining area a lot cleaner. So let's look at some of the expansions I've done. So I think the last video I only had about just under a gig or maybe a gig, and I made some major purchases for me. So I got this Boss Point Edition Mini Doge, hashing away, and then from BP Miners, they do not sponsor me obviously. I got a KD Pro, and there was a package that they were doing at the time. And I got a handshake, I think it's Sia coin. So they're doing handshake and KBA, and I got my Mini Doge doing LTC and Doge merge mining. Come down to this rig, I got a 13070. There's my first ever Founders Edition 3060 Ti. And the rest are regular 3060s. And I got my big rig, as I call it. It's 10 5700 XTs on a B250C motherboard. The cooler is for the CPU is way overkill, but I had it in stock, and when I ordered everything, I did not get a cooler fan with the board. The CPU pretty much came, or the motherboard came with everything I would need. I neglected to see that it did not have a cooler, so this I had in stock. So it's really an overkill. I forget the name of it, but it's huge. Anyway, I got 10 5700 XTs. They're all getting 50 to 51 megahertz per second. And know it's an older card, but it's profitable, and it's doing its thing. I got up here my two, probably a silly purchase a couple months ago. Mini Z's, two of them. I got them for a good deal, but they're just drawing power and really not doing anything for me. I was on Pro Hash, mining Zcash, and it's swapping out for Flux, so maybe it would be a way to build my Flux bags, but after a week, it was obvious it was not a smart decision. So they're just sitting up there. Maybe one day they'll be worth something. Maybe something become profitable or a new coin, I don't know. But I'm holding on to them. They are listed on eBay, but there's no takers. So they're just kind of sitting there. Good door stops once the cooler weather comes in. And I upgraded my switch. I had a little 4-quart switch, and obviously I've grown, or I needed something a little bit bigger. So still got a lot of ports open in there, so room for more expansion. Now I got another rig, another ASRock. I think it's an H510. I love those boards. I think I got 3 of them, at least 2 of them. These are all 3060s, and I utilized that 7th USB port. It's not really, it'll just go dead sometimes for no apparent reason at all, but it is hashing away. I just got to monitor it. The watchdog doesn't catch it for some reason, and I'll just the one dead slot, and it's usually the USB slot, and the hash rate will cut to like 50%. I'll be getting like 27, 28 mega hash per second when I'm normally getting 40. And down here is the original rig I ever built. It doesn't have the same cards in it. These got more 5700 XTs. I went out and saw a really good deal, what I thought was a good deal. I had 17 of them. For about $220 a piece. I know they've dropped in price a little bit, but about a month and change ago, it was a really good deal, in my opinion. But they're hashing away. I'm going to, I got some server PSUs that I want to switch these 2 ATXs out. I'm just waiting on my Pico power supply units so I can go ahead and do that. So, and it's not filled up either. So I got 2 more spots plus the USB port. So there's potentially 3 more cards I could get on this unit. And then down to my server cases. They're not Octo miners. They're a Chinese brand. They all got names I can't pronounce, but they're working for me. I don't think I think the most I paid for one of them was $3.99. And this one here has my RX 570s. Keeps them cool. There's no issues with them. No crashing. They crashed a little more when I was on the my 237 board, but there's no spacing. But there's fans on the back, and it is keeping them cool. There's one card that gets to 72 during the day. But you know, it's in Florida heat, it's 90 plus degrees. So I'm happy with it. It may not be best of the card, but I am happy with it. Then I got over here, the most recent case I got, and that's got all 3060s in it. It's got 8 of them, 8 3060s, hashing away. And then over here, I got my mixed rig. It's 2 580s, a 590, a couple 6600s, and 6600 XTs, hashing away. I'm mining all ETH BTC. I'm sorry, ETH to BTC, and you know, profits are down a little bit, but I am still profitable. and I'm paying my electric out of pocket, and I'm just gonna let the coin sit and wait for them to pop. But that's about it. I got my my 230 amp plugs there. I've shown that on previous videos. I'm close to being maxed out on one of these circuits. I'm going to got about 960 watts the way I figure it left before I get to my 80% rule. So I'm probably going to move my mini ASICs over to that circuit, and it'll free up power over here, and I could probably get another 4 rigs maybe, depending on the cards I go with. I'm really focusing on efficiency and low wattage. I really like the 3060s and the 3060 Ti's. We'll see. I have a 3070 coming in shortly that was returned. It wasn't hashing correctly, so that's being worked out, and that's about it. So hopefully you guys like the expanding I've done. I'm at about 2.3 gigahash right now, give or take. I do have one other rig in my office. Can't even call it a rig, it's just hashing one card. And yeah, so that's the changes in the Big Irish Crypto Farm. If you guys like this stuff, like and subscribe. And you can leave a comment if you'd like. See if you see anything I'm doing wrong or something I could improve. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.